Hey girl! So y'all know it's been a minute since I did a tutorial, right? Okay. So I did have some like previously filmed and edited videos, so excuse me if I'm a little spacey in this video. I'm a little rusty, you know? But I went ahead and did this neutral eye look, very work appropriate, very everyday appropriate, or perfect for the holidays, whatever you want to do. You can pop a little bit of extra glitter on your lid just to make it sparkle just a little bit. This is really easy. This is great for beginners, for those of you who are learning how to apply makeup and where to place it on your eyeball. I'm learning different ways to coach my clients, so this is kind of my way of coaching you through my videos. But yeah, another work appropriate slash neutral eye. If you want to go ahead and do a soft lip, I do show that in the video, how the look looks with a softer nude lip, which actually looks really, really pretty, great for every day. Makes it more of an everyday kind of look. And then if you wanted to wear a nude lip and smoke out the edges, that would be more for nighttime, go for it. I don't even care. I almost wanted to put glitter. I was about to, and I was like, oh, keep it down, girl, keep it down. But yeah, if you wanted to make it more nighttime, go for it. Put some glitter on, go ham. But yeah, okay, so much babbling. Oh my god. Okay, see, I'm rusty. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and okay, bye. I went ahead and traced my brows with Anastasia's Brow Wiz in brunette, and then I filled it in with MAC's Espresso eyeshadow. Of course, you want to go ahead and prime your lid. My personal favorite is NARS. Love this stuff. And then, of course, prime underneath with my Smashbox Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Best stuff ever. I'm going to be using some Bare Minerals eyeshadows. I haven't used my Bare Minerals duos in a while, so I thought this would be nice. This first one is called The Enlightenment, and then the specific color I'm going to use first is called Guru. So it's just kind of like a muted, soft, kind of, not taupey brown, but it's a very muted, like, soft blonde brown. That's the look I'm looking for. Like, if you had blonde brows, you could use this as your brow color. So mine's out of the palettes because sometimes they get a little bulky. So I popped mine out, so there's no labels whatsoever. I just happen to know. That's why I was looking down because I was like, what did I label it as? So this one is called Guru. And then I'm going to pop this as my best friend color slash orbital bone color, my blendy blend color. And it just kind of warms up, of course, the crease. And what I like to teach my clients in my class is that smaller windshield wiper, softer strokes at the end of your brush, as we mentioned in some of my previous videos if you've been following some of my previous eye tutorials. Lighter strokes literally apply things softer. I have clients that like usually apply their eyeshadow like this, like a pen, and that's why you guys get like huge blocks of color on your lid and why it's super hard to blend out afterwards. So what I like to encourage my clients to do is to just kind of take your time, be familiar with your features, and don't be afraid to try different things. And just remember that wherever you're putting your brush, that's where the color is going to go. So if you think that you're applying it in your crease when you're really all the way up here, you know what I mean? So you're literally going to point your brush exactly where you want it to go, and that's where it will go. With a blending brush specifically, you want to be careful because some people tend to blend all the way up here, and I don't really know why. But sometimes they take like their smoky color all the way up here, and then that's how you end up with big old raccoon panda eyes. So be patient with yourself, build color. Don't start off with a ton of color. I have clients that, you know, swirl the hell out of their brush and then apply it, and then they wonder why they have all this fallout everywhere or why the color's not quite applying on the lid and more like around here. So take your time. You're going to want to literally put in the color, tap off your excess, and then apply it. That way you're not applying like a ton of powder on your eyeball. It's kind of like when you put on powder on your face, you don't want to sit there and like apply a ton of powder, you know what I mean? You want to buff it in very lightly because you actually don't need as much as you think you do when applying color. I'm going to go in with this next duo called the Epiphany, and this color is called Aha. So it's a really pretty sort of shimmery brown, like a very, very soft bronze. I love this color. And this one's going to go on the lid. If you want to use a base color underneath this to make it more like metallic-y, go for it. Or if you'd like to use it wet, go for it. These are mineral eyeshadows, even though they're pressed, so they can be used wet, and I do encourage that sometimes just for a nice foiling effect. It's really nice for nighttime. So if you happen to have this small little like duo in your purse and you're going from daytime to nighttime, literally just dip like a damp finger in it and then like pop it on the middle of your lid, and it like makes it stand out a lot more. But since we're going for a more daytime look, of course, we're going to keep it soft. And then, of course, fade out the edges if you must, just to kind of blend everything, of course. Next color I'm going to take is called Namaste. Namaste, you know, like how they say in yoga. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a 217 from MAC and then put it a little bit on the corner of my brush and buff this into the crease. And my favorite trick when you're doing your crease color is to start off soft and then build. You start off with a fat block of color, it looks like a block of color, and it will take forever to blend. So, be patient with yourself. It's easier for you to apply softly and keep blending like that, and keep building on top of it. So as you see, I apply, blend it, and then I keep dipping back into, you know, the powder to get more, to keep building it. So if you want it darker, build on top of it, instead of just applying like straight up dark. The best way to, in my opinion, to get a softer smoky eye is to build on top of color. So for example, if you're gonna just straight up put a black right into your corner, it looks like black, like black straight up there. So unless you are already advanced and you know what you're doing, applying color straight on there literally just slaps right on there. So you want to be careful with that. Again, like I said, softer looks do require softer application. And for everyday wear, I suggest more softer diffused eye looks. Of course, you can still see the color and it will still define your eye, and it will still look like you have all that eyeshadow on that you spent so hard putting on your eyeball. Excuse my voice. I keep clearing my throat. This cold weather is just making everything bad for me these days. You can even hear I'm kind of stuffy. When you're blending it now, it makes it easier to blend it into that little best friend color, and it doesn't look like, you know, you put just 2 colors on your eyeball. So I know it sounds like a lot. Oh, 3 eyeshadows, that's a little much. I've had clients tell me like, oh my god, it's too much. I can't remember all this. But practice makes perfect. Once you start playing with eyeshadow and you start learning your features and you start learning where you like colors put on your eyeball, you start learning how fast to go, you know what I mean? Like, you know exactly where to put it then. So you don't spend all this time, you know, trying to focus on what you're doing. It just does itself. I'm going to take a darker color into my outer V area, and this one is called Foreshadow. And it's like a reddish brown, a lot like MAC's Embark, but a little lighter. Kind of like, I want to say Foley. Maybe between Embark and Foley. Like right in between. But these eyeshadows, as you can tell, they blend very seamlessly, so I really like them. And then I'm just going to kind of ball this on the outer edge. This is optional. You can totally just go like this. My eyeballs require a little bit more definition on the outer edge, so I personally like to take it up a notch. But yeah, totally up to you. You don't have to do this. You can totally leave it as it was. It was pretty just that way too. Sorry, I'm putting this on my lower lash line, by the way. This one is Namaste. And I'm going to take the darker one, Foreshadow. Namaste was like the darker brown that we put in the crease before Foreshadow went on there. And then I'm going to take the darker Foreshadow and just kind of put it here. You guys know I always do this. It's just so that it's not so top heavy for me, because y'all know my eyeballs are hella round. So this makes my eyes look a little bit more almond. And choose a highlighter of your choice. I usually go with MAC's Vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's this beautiful white beigey looking color right there. Use whatever highlight you'd like. If you'd like to use Virgin from Nude, that would be nice too. I really like matte highlights more than shimmer ones. I like shimmer more on my lid, if anything, so choose whatever highlight you like. It's up to you. I just personally like matte ones because I like how lifted it makes my brow look. I'm going to go ahead and pop liquid liner on. I'm going to use the Super Slim from L'Oreal, and then my Sephora black lace, like in the inner rims. And then I'm going to pop on my mascara. I'm going to keep it simple today. I'm not going to go crazy and do lashes. I'm actually just going to use mascara. My favorite right now is Your Show. For my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and prime. This is going to be like a full face tutorial, screw it. I'm going to use the Pro Prime from NARS. It is the Radiance one. Yeah, the Light Optimizing Primer. Can't decide how much I really like this. I know that I featured it in a Hypes and Gripes video. And I think now I'm liking it because it's getting into winter months and I feel like it kind of makes my skin give kind of like a nice little soft diffused glow. It's pretty clean. So I like it. I still love my Makeup Forever HD, but I'm almost out of it. And I still love my Professional, but my skin is just getting drier, so I can't really use my Professional anymore. I also still really enjoy my Laura Mercier one. So those are favorites still. But yes, glow, glow, glow. Love this primer. For my foundation, I'm actually going to do MAC Studio Sculpt, which I have like in a little sample jar because I'm trying it first to see how much I really like it. So I am using NC42. It's a little bit lighter than usually how I would go because this one, for some reason, kind of runs a little bit lighter than all the other NC42s that I've tried, which is not a bad thing. It's just I feel like it just runs a little bit light. Not in a bad way though, because I am getting lighter, so no big. So I'm just like dotting randomly all over. It's the only way I can do it. I would put it on a brush if I had it. Then I'm just gonna buff it in with an angled brush. And I do actually like the way the color comes out on me. It actually comes out pretty nice. So it's like the perfect amount of like very kind of soft yellow. It's actually not as orangey, I guess, as most NC42 foundations from MAC. Like, I like the Studio Fix Fluid, but it's just so heavy on me. I can't do it. Like, I like the color of it, though. But I know that Studio Sculpt runs, like, a pinch light. So I was like, well, I'm getting lighter anyway, so NC42 might look more like an NC40. I don't know. I like the way this looks now. I don't know if it's just because my skin is getting drier, so it kind of just gets into my skin real nice. I don't know, it buffs really clean. So I'm gonna, one of the reasons why I sampled it first is because MAC foundations always break me out. Always, like, it never fails. I don't really need to conceal underneath my eyes anymore as much as I used to. But I am gonna do it anyway, just for highlighting purposes. So I'm gonna kind of dot dot dot. Using my Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's almost gone. I'm hella sad, but I've legit had that thing for like, oh my god, like almost 2 years, I think, since when I was still working for Benefit. That was like a long time ago, I feel. I'm going to seal with my Makeup Forever Duo Matte, my favorite, you guys know that. Buff, buff, buff. Surprisingly for a, for a hydrating foundation, I expected Studio Sculpt to be a little bit more hydrating, but it's actually supposed to be like a soft matte finish with a very subtle glow, so I didn't expect much out of it. But most hydrating foundations are like super glowy and I like it, but I don't. Like, I like it because I like the glow, but it's like they never really last on me because I generally do have combo skin. But with winter coming up and all, it's actually not that bad. So I'm gonna kind of contour / bronze a bit with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish. Ooh, hello. I'm using dark. I was gonna get deep dark. I couldn't decide between the two, but this one is a little bit warmer and actually more of like a bronzer to me. So I actually kind of like this one better. I do like it for more subtle contouring. So that's kind of like, that's more of what I prefer sometimes on a daily basis. I don't like anything hella crazy, and I have other things for that. So I wanted something more easier to blend that I can literally like just pop on and don't have to like sit here doing this forever. I'm gonna go ahead and use Warm Soul, one of my favorite blushes from MAC that I haven't touched. Someone told me it was being discontinued, so I didn't touch it very much, and then I found out it wasn't. So I'm gonna take Soft and Gentle as my highlight and just kind of pop that right underneath. And this makes everything look a touch more smoky because it's kind of reflecting against it, like right there. It's a little trick my clients loved when I do their makeup. They're like, oh, because we have studio lighting in the store, so some of them like the lighting, some don't. But for the most part, it's nice when they see like how, you know, ethereal their skin looks, and they actually really like it. So there you go, finished face, all polished and everything. If you must set underneath your eyes, please do so. I generally do, so I'm going to go ahead and do so. If I can find the brush I need. I'm just going to use MAC again, sorry. that's just what I have, you guys. I don't know. Someone made a comment, was like, can you do something drugstore related? And I was like, shit, I don't have a lot of drugstore eyeshadows. A lot of my drugstore eyeshadows are like L'Oreal, Wet n Wild. I can do tutorials on those, I guess. But I just happen to have a lot of MAC, and I'm sorry, but you know, for me, I feel like that's what lasts longer on me throughout the day. So when I'm doing my tutorials, usually it's because I'm going out later or I'm going to work. So, so yeah, with everything put on, this is what it looks like. I love how soft the eyeshadow is. A very soft neutral, but with a little bit of pop of shimmer right on the lids. Nice soft defined brows, nothing too bold. And then for the lips, we're going to keep it soft as well. You can go ahead and do whatever you like. This kind of look looks really good with like a berry. So I'm just going to kind of softly line my lips. Yeah, if you want to get crazy, I would definitely do a berry lip. It would be gorgeous, like gorgeous. So I definitely would try. So I'm going to show you a nude lip first, obvi. We're going to do Max. I did line with Lancome's Bronzell, any kind of nude liner, whatever. And then I'm going to top it off with Sephora's Ingenuous. This is one of my favorite nude lipsticks, actually. This one's always sold out. I think I even had to go to like a totally different store. I just so happened to be shopping there. And then I'm going to pop it off with Sephora's Beige Craze, right on top. I just love the look of a nice nude lip. It makes all, like, it just makes the lips look so full. So, by all means, go for a softer look and do a soft nude. That would be beautiful, in my opinion. By all means, go ahead and do your soft nude lip, but y'all know I'm a little crazy. So I'm actually going to do a bold berry lip, because that's actually what I want to do today. So I'm going to do a warmer color. This one is Current from NYX. You can do Current from MAC if you want, but I just any kind of bold wine sort of color, I guess you could say. And I'm just going to line on the outside. I don't know if it's just me into fall colors, but me personally, I'm not afraid to go with some color. For those of you that are still learning about what colors complement each other when you're trying to like decide what to put on your face, berries and golds and bronzes look really nice together. Not just because they're kind of fall related, but they just look pretty together. So they're very complementary of each other on the color spectrum. And then I'm going to take Raspberry Pie. It's a lip butter from Revlon. And you don't necessarily have to use a gloss with this, because it's pretty glossy on its own. I'm actually going to take Black Fire from MAC. This is an old lip gloss, I think, from Style Black collection. I love this because it has like warmer kind of burgundy shimmer in it, and I'm just gonna kind of pop that in the middle. There we go. I was gonna keep it kind of like semi matte shimmery, but I want my lips to like really stand out personally. So yeah, if you want to go for a bold lip, go for it. Obviously it still looks okay. It just makes everything stand out just a little bit more. So me, I wear like black like almost every day, so this personally works for me. But definitely for everyday kind of work appropriate look, I would definitely go for more of like the nude neutrals, and then if you want to go a little bit, you know, more fancy, you're not afraid of the color, then go for it and go for some color. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!